or Zephaniah, a Negro Israelite, a son of Cush. Zephaniah means Yahweh hides. Now, Zephaniah's father was named Cushi, and Cushi as an adjective, that means black. In both Hebrew, it means black, and in Greek, it means black. Now, Cushi is an affectionate term for a Negro of Ethiopian origin, derived from the biblical land of Cush. And it is an area that was alongside the Niger River. And if you actually look at ancient maps in 1736 and ancient maps in 1747 of Africa, you'll find a country called Negro Land and the Kingdom of Judah. This is of utmost importance for us to understand how Yahweh is gathering the 12 tribes that are scattered abroad. Because what actually happened is in this Gulf of Guinea in Western Africa, European slave ship holders, they were Ashkenazi slavers. They were of European origin. They were Western Mongols that had infiltrated Britain and mainly Portugal. They were the Ashkenazi slavers. They were wealthy merchant slavers that went down to the coast of Guinea. They employed Mohammedan trappers, Islamics, to go into the kingdom of Judah and Negro land and take the royal house of Judah captive in slave ships, as it's recorded in the book of Deuteronomy, and bring them over to America, and they became known today as what? African Americans.
And unfortunately, most people still believe that all blacks came from the ships from Africa. So let's talk about some of those statistics. According to PBS.org, only 12.5 million Africans were kidnapped from Africa, but only 10.7 million actually survived. And of that 10.7 million, 388,000 came to North America, and the rest were distributed to South America and the Caribbean. But the first people that were here were the American Aborigines. According to indigenousandamericans.com, the American Aborigines owned 1 million square miles worth of lands in the Louisiana Territory, southeastern region of Florida, and the colony of California. In many areas of America, black nations existed way before Christopher Columbus even arrived. Those lands were rightfully the American Aborigines before they were stolen and given to the white settler.
When Jesus revealed to me that the real, true Hebrew Israelites in the Bible are the African Americans of the world today, that they're black, and that the ones that are in Israel now, they're false, I was baffled, just like I am now. A lot of people don't understand because for centuries and centuries, our heritage was stolen from us, basically. People say, yeah, but y'all don't eat kosher food because y'all don't do this and y'all don't keep the laws and whoop-de-whoop and all this stuff like that. That was stolen from us. It was stolen from us. Read Deuteronomy 28. And that will completely, those who have ears to hear and the mind to comprehend, because I just knew Jesus was white. I didn't have a thought about the Jews over there because I just didn't care. I didn't know what was going on, but there's a really big deception going on with the false Jews over there in Israel that are there now. They're not the real Jews. There's a lot going on, and God will expose, of course. He will expose like he always do. In Deuteronomy 28, where it says a yoke of iron will be placed over our necks and we'll be going to another land that is not our original land. Our language will be taken from us. The black people are not originally from America. I've even heard Caucasian people say to black people, go back to Africa. Go back. We're not even from let me just stay the course. Like I said, God showed me that. And it's in the Bible. In the King James Version Bible, read it. But you need the Holy Spirit to help you to understand it. Because it will just look like we're in error or we just speaking a lot of mumbo jumbo. Like I said, I was minding my own black business, okay? I was minding my business. I was taking care of my son. And then the Most High came to me like, the real Hebrew Israelites are black. Read Deuteronomy 28. Read Deuteronomy. Read this. Read Amos 9, where he's going to get all his Israelites. Look, I ain't got no reason to lie. I didn't even care. I was literally basking in my own ignorance until he took me out of the basking of my own ignorance. Like I said, the Jews that are in Israel now, the Jewish, they're not the real Jews that's in the Bible. They're not the real Hebrew Israelites in the Bible. You need the Holy Spirit to help you to read that. Now, many people may say, why does it even matter? It's not even about color. It's not about races. It's about bloodline. Yes, it is about bloodline. It is about bloodline, okay? But there's a reason why they hid the color. There's a reason why they hid the color of Jesus, because Jesus is not white. He came to me and told me that he was of color also. There is a reason why they hid all this, why they deceived our people. But like I said, even in the art of war, they come and they spoil the land. Oh, they taking everyone. They're taking the people. They're changing everything. The black people were in bondage. We were enslaved a couple of times. Actually, read the Bible. We had yoke of iron around our necks. We got our babies taken. We were raped. We were all of that taken from us. If you read Deuteronomy 28, it talks about the black people, the African Americans of the world. It does not talk about white people. If that's the case, then why are they still over there just happy and just profitable and we're not?
Why is Vladimir Putin bringing this out now? Can anybody figure it out? To cause confusion in the United States of America? That could cause a civil war. Okay, that statement alone, that revelation alone could wake black people up, because black people, a lot of them are simple as hell. Okay? Piss white people off. So it's like psychological warfare. Then what else comes behind that? Remember, he's making allies in Africa, giving them free grain, okay? Asking them to support him, okay? I want y'all to understand that. So once Africa supports Vladimir Putin, he's going to be allowed to put weapons all throughout Africa, which makes him closer to shoot to the United States of America. Okay, there's going to be war. Now I'm going to touch on that on the Sabbath.
Who are the real Israelites? Who are the ancient Israelites? Welcome back to my channel, guys. This is Global Info TV, where we say it as it is. And if you're just coming across our page for the first time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is a place where we share our opinions and share them respectfully. The question of who the ancient Israelites were and whether modern communities around the world might share connections with them. Today, we are diving into a topic that has sparked major debates across history, religion, and identity. In recent years, some scholars, historians, and cultural commentators have explored ideas linking various African and diaspora communities to ancient Israelite traditions. Among these conversations is the belief held by some groups that Black Americans may share cultural or historical connections to the ancient Israelites. Support points to cultural traditions, biblical interpretations, historical migration theories, and the complex history of the African diaspora. Others argue that the question of ancient identity is far more complicated, involving archaeology, genetics, historical records, and religious interpretation. What's clear is this: conversation touches on something deeper than history. It touches on identity, heritage, and how communities understand their place in the story of humanity. So today we are looking at the discussion itself. where it comes from, and why people talk about it, and why it continues to spark strong opinions around the world. Original credit to creators whose video will be used for these illustrations and examples. If you're just coming across our channel for the first time, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is a platform where we air our opinions, we share our thoughts, and we do that respectfully. History is rarely simple. Civilizations rise, migrate, mix, and evolve across thousands of years. Because of that, questions about ancient identity often bring passionate debates and different interpretations. For some people, these discussions are about reconnecting with cultural roots. For others, they are about understanding history through research, archaeology, and scholarships. What matters most is approaching these conversations with curiosity, respect, and a willingness to learn from different perspectives. The story of human history is incredibly complex, and every culture has played a role to shaping the world and the life we live today. What do you think about these historical debates? Share your thoughts in the comments respectfully, and let's keep the conversation thoughtful and open. If you enjoy discussions about history, culture, and global identity, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications so you never miss the next discussion. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Credits to original creators of video that I've used for these illustrations. The purpose of this video is not for discrimination, not for insult, but to share educational information. Simple. That's all it is. And I'll see you in my next video.